Hello to everybody, welcome back again to this series of video that now I'm starting doing in order to show you the way I do the planification in my cases. I hope you are enjoying these videos. My purpose is to share with you my knowledge, and of course I hope you are learning a few things in order to apply in your own cases. For me it will be a big pleasure. Well, I want to talk to you about this woman. I treat this case with invisible orthodontics using Invisalign. When she came to my office, she came complaining about her smile. I remember that she told me, "Doctor, I hate my smile. I never smile in my pictures. I want to improve all these things. And please, of course, I hear about that you can do it, my case with Invisalign, and please help me." Of course, as I do with all my cases, I put all my emphasis doing the studies I have to do in order to give the best result for her, and we did the planification using Invisalign. Look at her smile. She came complaining about her smile, narrow smile with big holes between the teeth and the checks, and some gummy smile also. And look at the situation that we found at the beginning of the treatment. Well, it's a big malocclusion where we can see different problems that she didn't know that she has about the problems in the gum. Look at the big proclination that she has in the lower incisors due to the crowding that she has. Also narrow arcs and big deviation in the midline, in the upper and the lower midline, some tippings in the roots. That's why you have this contact point here and you have this black hole here. And one thing that I know that we have seen, look at the size of the laterals. We have a big bolt-on discrepancy, and we have to think about what we are going to do at the end of the treatment in order to improve all these things. Look at the arc shapes. Narrow arcs, coordinated upper and lower arcs, they are really compressed. That's why we have this negative torque, and that's why we have this big crowding in the lower arc. And of course, look at this small size. You know that with this Invisalign, it's a little bit difficult to control the laterals when they are small, so you have to know if you have to put some attachment or something like that in order to control that. And of course, you have to do your planification in order to how are you going to solve the smile of the patient, but also how are you going to solve the malocclusion, and how you are going to do the expansion and the development of the arc in order to obtain a space to align the lower incisors. Okay, well, I do my planification. I start studying the axis of the different, and look at the big discrepancy that we have in the upper and lower incisors in the different torques. I have to study that before starting the treatment, because you know that when you put braces, you don't have to think about that. You do your good bonding of braces, and everything starts moving and everything starts controlling the roots. But with Invisalign, it doesn't happen. With Invisalign, you know that you have to control all the movement. If you want root movement, you have to say the technician that you want this movement. If you want the expansion, remember you have to say exactly the amount of expansion. You have to say everything, okay? Well, I start, I take my pictures, I analyze. We are going to do at the end of the treatment an implant here, and also we are going to think what are we going to do with the size of the laterals. Okay, I start with my planification. As I told you, remember that you have to give the technician as much details as possible. Okay, don't let technician think. Tell them exactly what you want to achieve in the case. Okay, I'll explain it. Look at here. I told them to do the IPR in aligner 5 in this case. So all the IPR in the same stage, and as soon as possible. I explain them what is where I want to put the attachment, the size and everything. In the lower arc, I change this, I put this one. Well, as I told you, well, I do my planification, and remember what I told you. I remove many of the times the attachment that they put, and I change for another one that I think they are going to work better. Okay? I work with a tooth limit in the lower arch in order not to procline, because remember that at the beginning we have problems in the gingiva. And look at the evolution of the case. In this case, what I did is to plan to open space distal to the laterals, because we are going to do at the end of the treatment some dental aesthetics. And look at the evolution. We are still on the treatment, but exactly the amount of space that I ordered to the technicians to do at the end of the day the veneer that we are going to do. Exactly the space that I planned. Now we are in class 1, good control in the lower proclination. Remember, but we are looking for beautiful smiles, occlusion, but we are looking also for health in the soft tissue. Okay, remember that. After that, my sister works. Okay, this part of the treatment that the patients appreciate a lot. We're going to do bleaching with the technique that we use, double technique, one in the office, another in the house for a few weeks. At the end, we're going to put some feldspathic veneers in the laterals to improve the arch shape, the size of the laterals. And this is the final result. Look at the amazing result. We center the midlines, we give a perfect occlusion in both sides, good proclination, good torque in the lower incisors. Look at the health of I love this gum, because this is a beautiful smile. It's going to be a beautiful smile, but a healthy and beautiful smile. That's what we're looking for. Okay? We developed the arch shape, coordinated in the upper and the lower. We put the implant in this molar that was missing, and the most important for her. Look at the amazing change there. Full mouth smile. Now the smile starts here in the cheek. Okay, full mouth smile. The midline center with the face. A relaxed smiles. How we improve everything from the beginning. How I change the arch shape. Here is the key. I always told that the key is in the upper arch. We need a good arch shape development. That's the key in order to let the mandible good for a good position. Okay, good occlusion. We change the torque, and this is the evolution from the beginning. How we center the midline. Look at this amazing occlusion. We change the arch shape with the feldspathic veneers, and the most important for her, she told me, look at this. It's incredible, the amazing change. Now, I remember the day when we finished this case a few months ago, she told me, I couldn't believe that it's going to be impossible, this result. For me, of course, it's an amazing result, but we know that we can obtain these results always if you know what you are doing, if you plan properly your case, if you give the technician exactly the amount of movement that you want, the sequence of movement, the attachment, everything. Give them as much details as possible, and you will obtain these results in your cases. You will see, okay? So thank you very much for being there, and of course, see you in the next video that I will try to share with you next week, okay? Bye bye, thank you very much.